Prepare for this one because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football, but at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A handoff left, McCaffrey. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4 on 2nd down. Well, this defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number? 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Ball at the 23, 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. Levy, and forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That 2nd down play nets a -4. What we just saw, we saw a lot of last week. He had 5 tackles for loss a week ago and 1 here in the first quarter now.
And I think a lot of that comes from not just his athletic ability and his intelligence and understanding how he's being blocked and how to get to the ball carriers, but also comes from scheme as well. They get a guy that playing that well. Your defensive coordinator is looking for ways to create mismatches and get him to the football.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And as a result, possession switches hands. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they've got to be breathing a little bit of a sigh of relief. The first time you throw the football winds up being picked, but fortunately for them, it does not lead to points.
Well, that tells you about team football, doesn't it? Everybody gets together. What's that term they use? Complementary football? Okay, he threw the pick. The defense got together and said, hey, let's shut them down. Let's not turn it into points. They did exactly that. Nike gets a fresh start, a clean slate.
Here's 3rd and 9. Stroud wants to change it up with an audible. Going for it with Pierce. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And this is caught. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. And I don't know what the method is to know when to dial up a fake punt, when not to. Whatever the method there, it worked for them.
I think you actually did explain it. There is no method. It's just a feel, a sense, and a healthy dose of guts in order to call that play in that situation.
Element of surprise, I guess, right?
Yeah, element of surprise and just a strong belief that, hey, we're going to get it done.
Stroud off the play fake. And it's knocked away and incomplete. You look at this Niner defense. And they come in a top 10 unit against the pass, currently 8th in the NFL.
This secondary has really developed into one of the strengths of this team. They diagnose, they cover, they run, they hit. What a nice team.
Play action. Stroud now. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Let's go.
They're going for it. Here's Stroud. Sliding out of the pocket. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. McCaffrey running up the middle. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
From the 29, here's 2nd down and 2. Play action. Now it's Lance. It's complete. It's Miller. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
The coach is always hard behind the quarterback, reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
Ready. Go, 38.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. We're scoreless after 1. The 49ers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter, as they've got it with a 2nd and 14 upcoming. They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. Call it an 8-yard pickup, and it'll be 3rd down.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Rodgers. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
That's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
They're going to line up to go for this on 4th down. Rodgers stays on the field. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Jalen Petrie picks it off. I appreciate the aggressiveness trying to go for it there on zone, had 3 points in your back pocket. Instead, Charles, they throw it away.
Certainly a big call to go for it on 4th down, as you said, in the red zone. Definitely going to cost them 3 points, and we'll see how that affects the game as time goes on.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And, partner, I know so far, we're still in the 1st half, but you love this game as a defensive guy. 0-0. We'll see if the offense can get going on this drive.
Well, you know how they talk about music to your ears? How about what it does for your eyes when you watch something like this, right, where these teams are locked in and going at it, no points going up on the scoreboard? I'm loving it. You're exactly right.
Well, switch over, though, to an offensive mindset for a moment. What do they need to do here to get on track and get some points?
Well, I think a couple of ways. Number one, you pull out something that maybe they haven't seen before. Coaches always talk about unscouted looks. Maybe you give them something that they haven't seen on tape, and now you shock them that way. The second, run your basic playbook, but run it so well that you give your skill position guys a chance to make big plays individually. Now, as much as I praise teams for being true to who they are, in this situation, I wonder if maybe they outguessed themselves a little bit. 3rd down seemed like an obvious passing situation. They chose to run it and didn't get anywhere close to 1st down. 4th
down, Stroud going to try to throw for it. That's to the sideline and pulled in. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A gain of 26 and a conversion there as well on 4th down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Option play, and it's a handoff to Pierce. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Flush to his right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, congratulations to them. They come through defensively with another stop. And let's face it, this secondary, they've gone unchallenged so far in the first half.
No, no. Rig alert, rig alert. Check out.
On 2nd down, here's Pierce. And he is going to lose yardage here. This offense so far on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
Come on.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
Mustang 19. Cowboy 80. 19 Lion. Dragon 60. Go.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And it's 3-0 here in the 2nd quarter. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. A big mistake last time they were on the field, tossing that interception inside the red zone and really taking away what had been a pretty successful drive up to that point.
Yeah, I don't think there's any question about it. As they head out on the field for this drive, that whole offensive unit is just thinking redemption. You know, they moved it really well, didn't pay it off.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, Charles, you can just see the frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick 6.
And, Brandon, how often do we hear offenses tell us before a game they want to end every series with a kick, right? A punt, a PAT, or a field goal. In the case of a defense, they want to end with a punt or a takeaway. And we saw the takeaway right there, and it turned out to be a takeaway that turned into 6 points.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right, throw it out the window. Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
And that's a nice pickup of a 1st down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Lance. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. This is McCaffrey on the give. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. And Lance now to throw. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. The 49ers moving hastily. They're scurrying to the line. Now a run with McCaffrey. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. 1st down now, but the clock continues to move. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now play fake. Lance. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. Touchdown! George Kittle halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the 49ers get a late score here in the final minute of the 1st half. And now this is right in Kyle Shanahan's wheelhouse. He'll go for 2 here. McCaffrey, he'll try to run it in. And he is going to be stopped short of the goal line. Oh, they'll mark him inside the 1. He just couldn't keep churning those extra few inches. And the 2-point attempt is turned aside. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The run on 1st down gets him a couple up to the 27.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold them to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. That's it for the 1st half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Well, out of the locker rooms here they come. Their first drive of the 3rd quarter. And Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, but we got a tight one and set up to be a... There he goes, left side. Christian McCaffrey. Touchdown, 49ers. Christian McCaffrey with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the 49ers come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter.
26.
False start's going to push him back, but these days, how hard must it be to be an offensive lineman?
It's very hard, Brandon. You've got defensive linemen flinching, trying to draw you offside. You've got the loud crowds, and there are just so many super athletic players on defense now that you have to deal with each week. But through it all, these guys just sit in there for 4 quarters and slug it out.
That's called. And this time he'll be stopped short of the goal line. He might have been out of gas after the long run. In any event, the try for two fails.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Check, Bobcat, check, Bobcat.
They'll start on the ground with Pierce.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
They go again with Pierce. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there.
46 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Here is 3rd down and 4.
Timberwolves.
Pierce now up the middle.
And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3.
Hurry!
Taken down by Jair Brown.
They'll try and run for it. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
Tap the 11, 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Check.
And they'll go play action here with Stroud.
He's going to air one out. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
They were maybe hoping for a little bit of a back shoulder fade there, and that's a play that's been in vogue the last few years in all aspects of football. But they couldn't get the hook up there.
And he's going to build his way forward to the 48. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
Top 19.
And they'll send the slot in motion left.
18 Rattler.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Running it out of the gun with Pierce.
And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. In motion goes the tight end.
And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down.
And he's going to be met at about the 43.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5.
19 tight.
Stroud. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
Stroud to throw it. Gets the dump off to Pierce.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Stroud, he's going to audible to something else. Second and 2. He's got his man, Schultz, coming across the formation.
Touchdown! Dalton Schultz, his 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Black Knights have retaken a 3rd quarter lead.
For good reason, quarterbacks want to get the ball to the perimeter to their wide receivers for big plays. But in this situation, it felt like, based on coverage, he knew that he wanted his tight end to have the football, and for good reason.
Stroud's going to try to throw for the conversion.
Rolling to his right. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Back to the air on second down. It's Lance. He'll get this underneath to McCaffrey.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Lance to throw on second down here.
Over the middle, that's complete to McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
Partner, normally double coverage is reserved for receivers and tight ends, but this time they actually targeted the running back with it, and it still wasn't enough. He attacked the defense and got in a great position to haul in the catch and get a nice gain out of it.
On third down, Levy. Yeah, this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field.
Stroud sets up the play action.
This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now here on EA Sports.
Let's go now.
Here's 2nd and 7.
Bronco switch. Bronco
As we've
switch.
got the final quarter upon us, we get ready to start the fourth. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. And they're going to speed things up here.
First down, they go right back to Pierce.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
They'll go right back to Pierce. There's some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone.
Have the 60. Have the 60. Go, Reed. Go.
1st and 10, it's Pierce.
That's a gain of 4 here in the fourth quarter, with them leading by 4 on the scoreboard.
2nd down and 6 now.
60 Eagles. 60 Eagles. Unlock right. Unlock. Check pass. Check pass.
Pierce takes it straight ahead.
And they'll get him down right around the 16. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down.
Well, partner, Marvin, our #1 stats guy, just handed me a little card that says he has 97 yards on the ground today. You think he's going to get the ball again?
I think so. 3 away from that century mark. Got to have it.
Yeah, and I think what they're going to call is one of his favorite runs, whatever he feels comfortable with, and what the offensive line has executed well today to try and get him over 100 yards.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. So 1st and goal, 6 points here will go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
Pierce will get down close to the goal line, but not in, as he'll be marked down at the 1.
2nd and goal from the 1.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Again, it's Pierce.
And he is into the end zone for a touchdown.
Dameon Pierce.
Halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50.
And the Black Knights could be on their way to a 5-2 start as they add on to their lead.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11.
49ers 12.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
Yeah, the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit.
And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Off of play action, here's Lance.
They'll roll him out right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in. They just got to throw this one away.
The Niners on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10.
Again, they'll throw it with Lance. He's got his target. That's complete.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
A gain of 21 yards.
Lance now on first down.
Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10.
Hurry!
And Lance going to throw. Able to find Gray here.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20.
They come up now on 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Now Lance.
That's to the right side, complete to Kittle.
And the 49ers are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
1st and goal, San Francisco.
Lance looks to throw again.
Touchdown 49ers. George Kittle, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And the 49ers have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Here is Wishnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, they can smell victory, partner. They can see it on the horizon, but certainly we're not done yet here. Defense still has 3 timeouts, and obviously this is a very...
He's got him in, complete.
He's to the 15.
And touchdown. A big play there. 81 yards.
big play to extend their fourth quarter lead.
Well, that is certainly a deflator right there defensively. Their guys just came off of a touchdown drive. They're back in the game, and then bam, they give up a touchdown one play later. How about that?
And the momentum, which seemingly had shifted the other direction, thought we might be seeing a comeback. That momentum right back the other way.
But that is certainly not complimentary football that we saw right there. The defense is supposed to help their offense, not give up another touchdown.
And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25.
Here's 1st and 10.
They fake the give. Now Rodgers. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
This one caught by Kittle.
Down the sideline he goes.
Touchdown! George Kittle, his 3rd touchdown of the game and 4th on the year.
And the Niners have cut it back within a score. So that's a really big play here in the 4th quarter. And don't look now, they're right back in this game.
Did it feel to you, as it did to me, that maybe they were a little bit soft in what they were lining up with on defense? Almost like they were protecting the lead rather than trying to make a play.
And now that lead is down to just one score.
49ers 26.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15.
Ready, check.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8.
He'll buy some time right.
An off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
18, Pioneer. 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger.
Stroud looks to throw.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that, and thus far they've been successful.
Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards.
And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Here's 1st down. Here's Lance. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted.
And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a handoff for Pierce.
Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Now the Niners Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside.
Backed up here. Tough spot. Needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
60 by 6. Check. Check go.
Going for it with Pierce.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got to jump here.